Hello, all you YouTubers. We're going to be watching a Vaush video, Feminist versus Men's Rights, Nazi Incel Bumblebee. It's a pretty long video, so I have a note sheet of the time points that Vaush makes the dumbest arguments. The first one's at 2:30.
I will say this. One thing that always bothers me about the feminism versus not feminist videos or whatever, that really fucking bugs me is, oh wait, you're right, I'm blocking the logo. I was just trying to get out of the way of the subtitles.
That is not how copyright works.
Yeah, the Asian dude's pretty hot. One thing that always bugs me, all the feminists are women, all the men's rights activists are men. I get why all the men's rights activists are men, because there are no women men's rights activists.
Says the guy who's friends with ContraPoints and Shoe on Head.
But there are like plenty of dude feminists. That just bothers me because it makes it seem like it's a men versus woman thing, when in reality, modern intersectional feminism advocates like across the board for men and women.
No, they don't.
And I guess everyone else. So
no, they don't.
For them to frame it with just like the feminism is women and the men's rights is men makes it seem as though this is a gender war rather than like a difference in ideology.
If they put a male feminist in there, he's probably going to be acting like a robot, being like, "Hi, I'm Chad. I'm a male feminist. As a straight, white, cisgendered male, women are oppressed. Women get oppressed by men's thoughts. Men's thoughts sexually objectify women. I always ask women consent before I decide to find them attractive. My hobbies include bra shopping, mansplaining, and virtue signaling."
I used to be an MRA when I was a freshman in high school, and I'm a woman.
So, okay, the next point that Vaush makes,
on the subject.
Toxic masculinity is real.
Yeah, that should be an easy.
I think that toxic masculinity is definitely a real thing. It's kind of just the idea of what masculinity should be, but it goes wrong a lot of the times, saying that violence, sex, power, being a controlling person makes you a man.
I see it in very unfortunate places, like when the young men or boys in my family, even from like toddler age, are told, you shouldn't be crying, boys don't cry. And what that turns into, I see it when I'm in a bookstore and a guy who tries to get my number says, why y'all always gotta act like that? And he sincerely had this like cracking voice, like he was hurt.
Wow, so a toxic masculinity is a real problem. Men are taught at a really young age not to show their emotion, and that causes them to have have emotional issues when they grow up. So.
But it was an entitlement, and that's
hey, no.
Wait. So. Men are not supposed to show any emotion at all. Wow. Wow, thanks a lot. So it's toxic masculinity if we suppress our emotion, but it's also toxic masculinity if we show any emotion whatsoever. Wow.
Notice how the feminists here are speaking genuinely and sincerely about the plight that men experience in this respect? Isn't that incredible?
Nope.
This is something. This argument right here is a slam dunk for the feminist side if they can argue their position well.
It's more like a train wreck.
Because but the MRAs, when they pretend to care about men, what they complain
We
about
do care about men, for real.
in their
And intersectional feminists don't really care about men. Okay, sorry, but you guys don't.
in their fucking communities is functionally a product of the toxic masculinity
No,
that
it's
feminists
not.
talk about. The fact that men are shamed for crying, or the fact that
Dude, she literally said that a dude crying is a form of toxic masculinity.
men are like are expected to be the breadwinners. These are unquestionably components of toxic masculinity. Yeah, it's almost like feminism is for men too. But
No, it's
I'm
not.
ready for their counter arguments. I'm fucking ready. Wait, does someone have fucking fake sell Andy's
Okay, then he rambles off about his Facebook page for a while, and it's
off into the fucking distance? Like, just you could just give this kid like a microphone in an empty room and make like a TV show out of it. Just like asking him a prompt every 45 minutes or something.
Started off
and that's how Vaush's show got started. Okay, so wait, where am I? Okay, 2035.
I don't think showing emotions is a sign of weakness. I actually think it's a sign of strength. Men do live shorter lives, and that's because
I love the dichotomy too, because for the feminist side, they were able to get who I assume are three like reasonable like chicks to talk about this. I can only assume. I don't think any of them are like busting out some crazy shit. But of the three dudes they're talking to, they had to bring in a neo-Nazi Volcel
Because every single
loser
Vaush
who
video
doesn't think he can be
has to.
friends with women. Like they couldn't get three like normal MRAs. They were what do we have in the docket for MRAs today and feminists? Well, for the feminists we have three reasonable, respectful women. Okay, cool. Whoop whoop, put it in there. What about the MRAs? Okay, well we've got these two guys, right? But this guy, yeah, just throw him in there. Just throw him in there, you know? Like, holy shit. It's an implicit condemnation of the ideology.
Agree. This is the only good point Vaush makes in the entire video. However, all of his other arguments completely contradict, because for the rest of the video he acts like these three guys like portray like every single MRA that ever exists, which is pretty ironic. Okay, so 2230. Close enough.
activists are only men's rights activists as a response to women expressing that they want more equality.
Bullshit.
I don't think they focus on actual men's rights issues.
Bullshit.
And rather it's just an attack on women and feminism.
Bullshit.
True, by the way.
Bullshit.
True. And I've said this before, by the way. Most of the positions that men's rights advocates say they care about are dealt with by feminists.
No.
You don't like being treated improperly by fucking family courts? Feminism's got you.
Caused by
You don't
feminists.
like male disposability?
Caused by feminists.
Feminism's got you. You don't like the fact that men are shamed for crying or expressing themselves in ways that aren't archetypically masculine?
Caused by
Feminism's
feminists.
got you. You don't like the fact that men are expected to be the breadwinners while your lazy fucking femoid wife sits in the house fucking your dog all day? Feminism's
What the
got
fuck
you.
does that
Feminism's got you covered, man. Intersectional feminism. I know it's spooky name, feminism. It's got feminine. It's feminine. Who likes that? You know, femoids. But really, in all my life, I have never seen a men's rights activist bring up a legitimate point that wasn't already dealt with by feminists. But they
False
never
rape.
listen to it when the feminists bring it up.
We
When the
do.
feminists bring it up, they laugh at it.
They never bring it up.
I don't know about the West, but in Russia, you're very unlikely to get a job as a kindergarten teacher if you're a man because people would think you're a pedophile. Damn! Ugh! It's almost like the expectation that women are the ones who are supposed to raise children has affected men in a negative way.
What?
I sure do wish I lived in a highly feminist society
What?
where men aren't burdened with the expectation that they should be shunting childcare off into their partners. So when I have a fucking kid, I can go to the park with them and chill out with my fucking kid, and their kid fucking baby friends fucking running around smearing their faces into dog shit, and I can just chill there without people thinking I'm a fucking pedophile. All it would take is for society to recognize that women are not the designated fucking child rearers.
We do. That's why men's rights activists exist. All the problems that you claim are part of the patriarchy, they were caused by feminists. That's the problem.
But unfortunately, sadly, I live in hell world, where I, as a dude, am not expected to be able to form emotionally intimate ties with my young children. Not that I have any, just to be clear to new listeners. And for that reason, it is strange for me to be out there with other kids.
That's because idiots like you don't let men's rights. That's because idiots like you constantly just strawman like every fucking MRA as this like alt-right neo-Nazi asshole. Okay? All of the problems that you claim could be fixed by feminism has been caused by feminists, and men's rights activists are trying desperately to fix every single one of those problems. Wait, next one's 34. Wait, my hands, like, close enough.
Toxic in order to have a conversation. I know plenty of men that are able to have conversations about healthy, productive things, just like women are.
Well, it's not obviously something that I have personal experience with, but only 1% of all people on the death row are women in this country. So when women and men commit identical crimes, women are much more likely to, for example, escape the death penalty.
Wait.
True.
Wait. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that in our society, there's an expectation that men are more dangerous that might lead to us punishing them harsher for the same crime? This has nothing to do with what the girls are saying, by the way. But hey, damn, if only I lived in a feminist society.
Yeah, you already do, and this is the reason why all this shit happens to men. Duh.
Where men aren't naturally expected to be capable of greater and more severe violence. Wow, it's almost like the paternalistic assumption that women aren't capable of harming people as much as men are actually leads to society being worse off.
Yeah, perpetrated by feminists.
High-power feminist talking point. I really wish these chicks were like, these chicks, I'm coming off of fucking sexist here, whatever. I really wish that these disgusting femoids were capable of responding immediately to these points. Like, every time they complain, they should be able to fire back. Dude, that's patriarchy. Like, no shit, dude. You expect, like, society tells us, your fucking butt buddy, B-suit Andy over there, literally just talked about how women are, like, docile little children.
The government that only passed these laws because feminists
is giving
were
us
protesting
men when it comes
the
to
government
crime. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm a feminist.
And how feminists constantly try to undercut any progress that MRAs have attempted at making.
As we were created.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that fucking dude right there was like a red pillar. The fucking Asian dude. Of the three MRAs, only the weird foreign sounding dude with the soul patch, I think, has like a salvageable mindset. But the beefy Asian dude, I'm pretty sure, is actually pretty fucked up. Men created as they were meant to be. What the fuck does that mean? Do we just go back to like raping people? You guys do realize that back before civilization, before we started curtailing people's behavior, you just raped a lot, right? Like that happened all the time.
Oh, bullshit. You know what? This is like a feminist talking point that gets brought up. Like men are just natural born sexual predators. Like it's bullshit. There's never been any scientific research that came to that conclusion. It's all conjecture. It's all feminist misandry bullshit that's been perpetrated over and over and over again.
Is that what he means by men being? What is men being men? I have no idea what that means. But you have to hold people to these positions, dude.
I think in my heart that there
Okay, next talking point.
Would like to think that we could get some common ground is when it comes to the clear biases that are in the court system, especially in the marriage and family court system, right? And right there is what I would advocate for when it comes to men's rights.
the things that stand out.
So that's a feminist talking point.
No, it's
Why
not.
are the family court systems biased against men? I wonder if it's because society expects men to be less responsible for child rearing.
Because of
as women.
feminism.
Possibly, maybe. All of these are fucking feminist talking points.
All of those are caused by feminism.
Yeah, this is the same fucking guy who said that it's women's nature to nurture kids. What the fuck, dude? The fucking family court systems that award the children to the mothers first, even when the mothers are shittier than the fathers, are probably going off your fucking worldview. Women are naturally designed to nurture kids. That's what they're best at. I'm not saying women are worse than men, but we're not equal. We have different things we're interested in. Women are just better for child rearing. Oh, no. Not like that. Oh, God. I didn't mean for my bigotry to have actual social consequences. Why can't we just say that women are better for nurturing, but then not expect that bias to...
Oh, shut up. 47.
And I pray for your soul.
One name, just one
Again, I
organization.
didn't come with a list, my dude.
There are no such organizations.
Again,
No, by the way, want to point out really quickly, this dude's position, this fucking cunt right here...
Wait, did I miss something? Okay, I thought that...
And I pray for your soul.
One name, just one
Again, I
organization.
didn't come with a list, my dude.
There are no such organizations.
again,
No, by the way, want to point out really quickly, this dude's position, this fucking cunt right here, is fucking bullshit. They're arguing ideology, and then he demands a list of organizations that have helped men, like feminist organizations that have helped men.
Because there's no feminist organization that has helped men. Duh.
I couldn't provide a list like that if I wanted to.
Because they don't exist.
Because I don't have random fucking orgs like memorized in my head. But even if she had just made shit up, he would have had no choice but to go along with it because he can't fact check her right now.
Yeah, you know what? This is a good point because there's an awful lot of people that have political debates on YouTube that make up like bullshit citations with like bullshit data that does not even exist. Like about a month ago, I saw an episode of Tim Pool where he had this neckbeard commie dude arguing about politics with Tim for like 4 hours straight. And in the middle of the video, he said something about scientific data shows that Antifa has never killed anybody. ever, and he never gave a citation. He never said where he got the statistics from. Oh yeah, now I remember. It's this guy right here that said it. Okay, like all the videotape evidence of Antifa burning people's houses, anecdotal evidence, just hundreds and thousands of isolated incidents that are not like statistics worthy of counting in statistical data.
So it's a bullshit point. It's a way of dismissing the larger argument. If they actually wanted to focus on what they were discussing, they should have stuck to the ideology of the participants rather than asking for organizations that...
Okay, if you're talking about ideology versus ideology, both the point of both groups or both ideologies are exactly the same. Equal rights between the sexes. However, the problem is that feminism is institutional, and feminists have passed unjust laws that favor women because of perceived oppression, whereas men's rights activists are a grassroots movement that the social media has been going out of their fucking mind, like going out of their way to slander the men's rights movement. The men's rights movement has nothing to do with pickup artists. We have nothing to do with incels. We have nothing to do with Roger Elliott. We have nothing to do with the alt-right or any of the other fucking labels that the mainstream media places on us just to silence us.
Up those. There are feminist organizations that do a poor job for men.
Yeah, like all of them.
Usually because those feminist organizations are second wave feminist. They're not.
Yeah, and that's where all the patriarchal problems, like that you've mentioned earlier in the video, came from, that you claim that feminists could fix.
They're not intersectional. They're not third wave feminist. Second wave feminism was not that good. Like, it really wasn't. It stood mostly for the liberation of wealthy white women.
True.
And not, honestly, really not much beyond that.
True.
You had sexual liberation, you got some more women into office. But it didn't really give a fuck about men. It certainly didn't give a fuck about trans women. It didn't do much for black women. Third wave, it's bourgeois feminism. Third wave feminism, intersectional feminism, is what most feminists currently subscribe to.
No.
But the problem is that institutions like, say, orgs and charities and nonprofits, these things take quite a lot of money to start up, and they tend to take some time to get going too. Meaning that a lot of organizations that call themselves feminist currently are second-wave feminist organizations, not modern third-wave feminist organizations.
Like BuzzFeed. The way back in the 70s when they had the second wave feminists, the second wave feminists from the 1970s invented BuzzFeed. It could be that, I don't know, maybe some third wave feminists are bad also.
And for that reason, when arguing the abilities and positions of institutions rather than the ideology of feminism, usually feminists are kind of on the back foot a little bit there. But that's okay.
So is MRAs.
This is a discussion of ideology. After all, how do you think it would have looked if she had turned around and asked the men how many men's rights organizations have helped men? like list me these orgs. Like how many men's rights organizations are out there
Exactly.
advocating for this sort of stuff that have actually materially helped men. If there are any such ones that exist, I have never heard of them. Usually when men's rights dudes like set up together and like start fundraising for something, isn't it the case that usually like one of their leaders just takes the money and runs?
Yeah, I think I've
Isn't
heard
intersectional
Paul
feminism
Elam
fourth wave feminism? No. I
do
keep hearing
that.
people talking about fourth wave feminism. I say it's fake. Not real.
Then what's the
Not true.
BuzzFeed shit?
Untrue.
Just one name, just one.
Again, I didn't
Organization.
come with a list, my dude.
There are no such organizations.
Again,
True.
Fake news.
In what ways are men's rights at risk?
I think there
Yes.
has been significant progress over the last decade or so, especially in the legal field. But I think there are still significant disparities that need to be addressed, such as poor health conditions, bias against men in the criminal justice
True.
system.
Wait, poor health conditions. What do we mean by poor health conditions? Guys, I don't know this talking point. What poor health conditions affect men that don't affect women? And in regards to bias in the criminal justice system, well, that's obviously another component of patriarchy, right? If men are just
You mean another component of second wave feminists?
discriminated against in the criminal justice system, it might be because fucking muscular Asian fuckwits are out here talking about how women are naturally nurturing and shouldn't be considered a threat.
Wow. So you're telling me that back in 1970, Joe Biden passed these divorce what's the this divorce custody laws that that favored women over men way back in the 70s because of random Asian dudes in YouTube videos in December 13th, 2019 that hasn't happened yet. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of logical sense.
Work shit like black lung?
I don't know what that means. Okay.
Different things. We may be under the label of men's rights activists, but for example, I'm probably the most traditionalist person here.
True.
Dude's a fucking Nazi. Oh, I love
Oh
seeing
yeah, because he can't have a Vaush video where he just calls somebody a Nazi for no apparent reason.
these. I love seeing actual neo-Nazis being brought out to public terms. Mr. Medicare
Bullshit.
fan, Nick Fuentes fan, fucking black-pilled Nazi
You know,
traditionalist.
I need to
That's
look
the
up
term
those
they use.
guys.
You could put it in fucking echo signs if you want. It's a dog whistle.
Be allies, but maybe us being allies in a patriarchy wouldn't be so bad. You know, us going back to the past wouldn't be so bad. It would probably be a lot happier.
You know,
if we
before
were,
second wave
getting married and
feminists.
staying married and having kids and, you know, going to church and all that, la-di-da-di-da.
while speaking the three of you.
Damn. That's a hard sell right there. Damn, what if we... Guys, what if we fixed the problems of today by just going back and instituting a hierarchy where women are legally oppressed and it's not even illegal to rape them if you're their husbands?
Oh, come on. You know, that time period never even existed, okay? That's just all a myth.
What if we just went back to that earlier time period that didn't actually exist, that are made up in the minds of modern...
What? If it didn't if that time period never existed, why the fuck did you bring it? What?
modern American conservatives. Hey guys,
Wait, you made that up right now, okay? Does that mean you're a conservative? But the fact that you call all conservatives Nazis, doesn't that mean you're a Nazi?
do you want to hear something cool? You know how when everyone
Yeah.
thinks of the 1950s, they think of like the husband and the housewife together with the white picket fence and the 2.6.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the video. Subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button. Bye, guys.